Hello, welcome to Connie Talk, and this is Connie Leung. Today, we're delighted to invite Dr. Chairmanka Marcella to our interview, and thank you very much for coming over, Marcella.
Thank you, Connie.
Thank you. Yeah, Dr. Cheung is Director and General Manager at Weka International Group Limited. She is also a member of the 8th Hainan Provincial People's Political Consultative Conference, Chairman of Yanchai Hospital Board of Directors, and also District Councillor of Tsuen District appointed by the Hong Kong SAR government. And of course, very important for me, we are also both a representative at the Tianjin Women's Federation. Good to learn, good to get to know as a good friend, and we can work together in different arena.
Thank you, Connie, for having me here. It's my pleasure.
Thank you. So without further ado, let's get into our interview. Thank you, Marcella.
Connie.
Yeah, so can you tell us about your role as Chairman at Yanchai Hospital Board of Directors and also District Councillor, two different very important roles?
Sure, no problem. I've been with Yanchai for over 12 years now. Yes, it's been quite a long time. Yanchai in Chinese means kindness and care. So basically, we work in charity. Yanchai started as a hospital in Tsuen in 1962, which is talking about 62 years ago. After years of development and growth, we become one of the 6 leading charitable organizations in Hong Kong now.
Yes, with a very good name.
Yes, we have over 6,000 staff and over 110 service units. Wow. Yes, so working together with governments and local organizations, we provide a range of social services, including education, medical, charitable funds, and also columbarium services.
Columbarium means?
Columbarium services, it's a type of service for people after death.
Oh,
yes.
I see,
yes.
I see.
We are the first organization in Hong Kong, kind of charitable organization who got the license.
That's very
for
good.
That. Yes.
Yeah. I remember there's been some news talking about the lack of comprehensive service in regard to this arena because aging is an issue.
Yes.
So how to handle that and giving the proper dignity to the respective stakeholders is very important.
For those who pass away, because this is one of our Chinese culture to respect, those who pass away.
Yes.
You're right. Yes. So Yanchai is actually a platform that provides social services to a range of age population from newborn to elders.
I see. Yeah, actually had some opportunity to visit your different services prior. I understand that your services to youth has been doing very well.
Yes.
Yeah, with 12 different kindergartens, right?
Yes, we have 23 schools.
Wow.
Including 12 kindergartens and 6 primary schools and 5 secondary schools.
Yeah, now they are talking about declining birth rates and also to giving better care to infants and also to improve the fertility rate, to birth rate.
Yes.
Yeah. So with that in consideration, your service is very important.
Thank you. And in the meantime, I'm also a district councillor at Tsuen.
Yeah, newly appointed.
Yes, I started my role in 1st of January this year.
Right.
There are altogether 470 district councillors in Hong Kong, and I'm very, very honored to be appointed by the government to be one of them.
Because you're capable.
Thank you. A little bit background. Tsuen is one of 18 districts in Hong Kong. We have 22 district councillors in Tsuen. And our role, I would say, is kind of like a community ambassador. We represent local communities, and we also act as a communication bridge between the local communities and the governments. I'm enjoying my job pretty much.
That's good.
So far, so good.
That's good.
Because I enjoy talking to people from the local communities.
Right.
They would come to me and share their views, their problems encountered in daily lives, which is very interesting.
Yeah, well, you're the ambassador. You actually talk to the people and help them to solve their problems from the ground level.
Yes.
So if people are happy with their livelihood, they'll continue to make a contribution to the society.
Yes.
So your role is very important.
Well, yes. If everyone is happy in the society, I'm sure Hong Kong will be moving forward to a very bright future.
Yeah, that's what we're working on together.
Yes.
So Marcella, in your opinion, what are the key challenges currently faced by Hong Kong's social welfare sectors, and how do you contribute to addressing these challenges?
Similar to other world cities, Hong Kong is facing many social challenges, including increasing population of elders, high living costs, high living density, and also poverty.
Yes.
So
with the poverty disparity getting wider as reported in the media, I think we need to do something about it.
Yes, the gap is quite big.
Yes.
So I can see that Hong Kong government is working hard to address this problem, especially issues related to housing and youth education. According to the government statistics, education, social welfare, and medical care account for approximately 60% of recurrent government expenditure in
60%.
In 2020 to 2023. And as the population grows, I would expect to see the ratio of this expenditure will be growing also.
Right.
So we can see that also after the COVID-19 pandemic, the growth of global economy actually is slowing down.
Yes.
A bit, right?
A lot of challenges.
Yes, which will also likely enhance the problems of existing social problems.
Yes.
Right. So for example, the trend of number of mental health issues is rising after the pandemic, and also economic prospects of retail industry, it's not looking so good so far, right? So I expect my role as a district councillor to work closely with the government and to focus on areas to improve residents' well-being.
Yes.
So for example, during holiday seasons like Christmas and Chinese New Year's, we give out little gifts and we so-called lucky bags to those people in need. And inside, we put rice, noodles, those dry groceries for their daily use. And we also organize volunteers to pay visits to elders because, some elder people, they tend to stay at home. They don't want to social much. So on the other hand, we would pay a visit to them.
Yeah, give them some care.
Give them some care, and then to help them clean their houses, and also probably sometimes also to help them cook. And it's just we want to share some warmth and kindness and love to those people in need, and to let them know that they're not forgotten by the society.
Yeah, they're not alone.
They are not alone. We are with them.
Very good.
So this is little things that we can do as a district councillor, in a community.
Yeah, at a community level.
Yes, in a community level. Because in fact, in Hong Kong, there are over 200,000 people living in subdivided houses. And the living environment is not that good.
Yes.
And so one of our roles also is to help to identify those people who is in real need to help. So targeted poverty, it's one of the policies being addressed by the government today. It is important to make sure that resources are allocated to precisely and effectively.
Yeah, and correctly. Yeah.
That's my view.
Yes.
So I believe there are many kind people in Hong Kong who is kind enough to donate money, in terms of money, or to be volunteers, to offer help to people.
Yes, very important. Thank you. And I can see that your good heart and also with the good team that you're working with can make a very good impact to the society.
Yes, we are trying our best.
So, Marcella, Hong Kong as an international city has been evolving its role with closer cooperation with China. So with your busy role in different social sectors, how do you think we shall do to enhance our existing connection with other international contexts from social and also education perspective? How can we act as the good ambassador of Hong Kong and China?
I totally agree with you. So I think education is a good starting point to enhance connections between Hong Kong and international cities.
From the youth level.
Yes, yes, from the youth level, and working with young generation
Yes.
In Hong Kong is a very good starting point, because you know it's always good to start from young age.
And they will become the future.
Yes, so young generation actually is Hong Kong's future.
For sure.
We should be proud of Hong Kong's young people,
Yes.
I should say. I finished my secondary school education in Hong Kong. I'm proud to say that the education system in Hong Kong is actually internationally competitive.
Yes, for sure.
True. Not only the students are good in both English and Chinese, they're also very good in communication skills.
Right.
They have a very wide international perspectives.
Right.
They're flexible.
Right.
And they're innovative.
Yes.
So with these qualities, I believe that Hong Kong young people have the capabilities to be good China ambassador internationally.
Yeah, so with Yanchai's good services, you can further enhance their capability and make them do more in future.
Yes, 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 you are right. We organize study tours for our students to...
Which countries do they usually go to?
We've been to Scotland and France.
Oh, not only China.
Oh, yes, yes, because we do it both globally and also to schools also in mainland China. Because, you know, it's always good to let the students to get out from the schools.
Yes.
Well, not only they study and receive education in school, but outside school as a comprehensive education is always good to go for study tours.
Yes, yes. So they learn from their eyes and also their experience, which is going to stay with them longer.
Yes.
And have better impact to themselves and also other society in future.
Yes, yes, you're right. Yes.
Yes. Very good, very good. So how do you envision the future of youth education and development in Hong Kong? And what steps do you believe should be taken to ensure their success?
I believe that actually it's better to teach a man how to fish than to feed him fish.
For sure.
So apart from learning in schools, as I just mentioned, complementary study tours. Both globally and within mainland China, it's healthy. And resources should be given to young people to widen their horizons.
Yes.
To see and actually to feel the world with their own minds. That is important, with their own minds. And also guidance from teachers from a positive perspective.
For sure.
It's also very important.
Well, that's part of the role of a teacher.
Yes, yes. To give them positive guidance. Yes.
Yes, because kids are like sponges. They will absorb whatever has been fed to them.
Yes.
So proper message and also with a good international perspective is very important.
Yes, it's important, and that's the strong points of Hong Kong's education also.
Right.
As I mentioned, at Yantai, we encourage students to go for study tours, like cultural exchange. We had tours in France and Scotland before, and we also host annual international competition in science and technology.
Yeah, I recall you would also invite teams from overseas to come and participate in the competition.
Yes.
So to create more interaction with international parties from a local perspective.
Yes, and also to give the chance to students to make friends with students from all over the world, which is important. And on the other hand, we encourage students to join tours in mainland China. You know, Hong Kong government has released a series of policies encouraging young people in Hong Kong to widen their career opportunities in the Great Bay Area. Well, I believe there is a huge room of potential growth and career choices in Great Bay Area.
Yeah, so what the study tour is for them to kind of like a preview, so they can envision what they would become if they decide to settle in the GBD area. And that's the direction to go for.
Yes, that's the direction of young people.
Very good. So Marcella, I understand your PhD degree was in Cambridge in biochem. So you must be a very good scientist before.
Well, yes, I started my career as a research scientist. I had my undergraduate degree in Imperial College London,
Right.
and from there I found my interest in research,
Right.
and especially in the area of drug development. And I did my graduate studies at University of Pennsylvania,
Wow.
and also University of Cambridge for my master's.
You're so good in studies.
And PhD degrees. Well, because I like it, I enjoy working in a lab.
You must be very much detail oriented.
Well, yes.
Has to be.
Yes, I have the passion still. I have the passion now.
Good.
Well, during my PhD research, I was interested in finding out genetic causes of obesity.
Right.
Well, of course, same as most other PhD students, I did not have like groundbreaking results. But I endure this process of repeating failures and uncertainties, and that was actually a great experience for me. Actually, the process of basic scientific research, it's never easy and it's never cheap, and research scientists are always in a position of asking questions and looking for answers and explanations that never guarantee success.
Right.
And just to share with you, I have also worked in pharmaceutical sector, and I know that the success rate of a clinical drug development is around 10 to 15%.
Oh, it's not high.
Well, yeah, that's the average number.
I see.
And that for that lucky 10%, the process could take up to 10 to 15 years.
Oh, so it requires a lot of persistence and patience.
Yes,
I would say.
and also a lot of money.
Yeah,
it costs a lot. But I fully support Hong Kong to pursue its position as a global innovation and technology hub. And the 4 key areas for Hong Kong's innovation and technology industry include biotechnology, includes artificial intelligence, smart city, and financial technologies. We are proud to have top-tier universities in Hong Kong.
Yes.
And multinational companies also set up their headquarters here.
Right.
And we have strong social background and world-class infrastructure in Hong Kong. So Hong Kong is capable in doing this.
Yeah, well, lately there's been a lot of people talking about Hong Kong losing its attractiveness because of the changes, etc. But with all the basic description, like the Hong Kong's fundamental is it's still very strong. It's definitely capable to fulfill what is required by international investors and also our firms. So with that, Hong Kong is a good place.
Yes, that's totally correct. And then I'm confident that Hong Kong is moving towards that direction as being an innovative and technology hub.
Yeah, Hong Kong, well, it's still a finite area. It's not a very big piece of land, but despite of its very strong international financial infrastructure. But the addition of GBD with many industrial developments and big mega firms already there, the collaboration with Hong Kong to have the innovation done will probably be very productive and lucrative.
Yes, and very attractive also.
Yeah. So that would be the direction to go for. Do you think so?
Yes, of course. Great Bay Area, the company set up their research lab and their factories there. It creates a huge room of opportunities for jobs, for trainings, and for education also.
And also for livelihood of the young people, finding their good life both in Hong Kong and the GBD.
In GBD, yes, because it's 1 hour living circle, right? It's close to Hong Kong, and then very easy access also in terms of transportation. And the cultures between two places is actually similar. Yeah. But while as Hong Kong is developing itself into innovation and technology hub, I see that actually more work should be done to attract and encourage young people to pursue their graduate studies or their career in basic scientific research.
Right.
Because we need a large pool of scientists to sustain the growth of our future industry. But as far as can see, most talented secondary school graduates from Hong Kong tend to choose some majors in medicine, in law, in finance. So this is a place where maybe policy makers can think about to help to address this.
Yeah, because
this issue.
When we are talking about this, we're not only thinking about Hong Kong in the next 10 years, we're probably thinking about Hong Kong and China in the next 50 years.
In the next 50 years, yes.
Yes, from a long-term perspective, need to nurture the right people to be at the right position.
Yes, yes, totally correct.
So with your important role in different arena, so could you share some insights into your involvement in public service and philanthropy, particularly during times of crisis, such as the peak of the pandemic?
During the peak of pandemic, the whole society, including the government, the private business sector, also charity organizations and local organizations, work closely together to safeguard Hong Kong residents' well-being. I'm thankful for the hard work being done by those volunteers and healthcare professionals. Despite lives were taken away by the virus, Hong Kong's death rate is low compared to other regions. And shortage of physicians, nurses, and other medical staff is actually a serious problem Hong Kong is facing.
Yes.
Well, I'd say not only Hong Kong, but also in most other world-class cities also. As population of Hong Kong residents are growing, the growth of medical staff, it's kind of not in proportion. So policies to close this gap must be implemented in the future, considering the population rate of elders is also growing up.
Yeah, so actually, with that in consideration, if there's shortage of people, we can consider other technologies such as artificial intelligence, maybe even robots, to serve the purpose, and maybe better machineries that can take care of the elderly. So that would be the direction to go for.
Yeah, that's the direction to go for. That's perfectly, I totally agree with you, because if there's a shortage of people, why don't we use robots?
Yeah.
Why don't we use machine?
Exactly.
And with these applications, that also would drive young people in Hong Kong to go for it, to learn or to be educated in that area with a goal, right?
Belong to that sector.
Yeah, in that sector, they have goal to move forward to in a real practical way.
So you're actually giving the youngsters very good guidance for which direction they should focus for in the next 20 years.
Yes, yes.
Great one. So as a last one, as a leader in both business and public service, what advice would you give to inspire individuals who wish to make positive impacts to the society while pursuing their professional careers?
I would say never be afraid to put yourself out of your comfort zone.
Yes.
And never be reluctant to accept changes, because there are many uncertainties in life.
Right.
And the world is changing very fast. After the pandemic, everything seems to be like a little bit different. But only those who adapt well will move forward smoothly.
Yeah, so I always think that there's different sectors that will be growing in that particular individual's career life.
Yes.
So the person needs to grasp the opportunity along with what is evolving in the society and catch the opportunity.
Yes.
So what happened, what worked for us in before might not work for people in future. So they need to catch their own fish. Agree?
Yes. Right.
Yeah. Well, very much appreciate the sharing and also the time today. Thank you, Marcella. And I'm sure I'll be seeing you around in different community service as well as different projects, so we can make a good impact to the society.
Thank you. Thank you for me, Connie, for having me here. It's my pleasure talking to you. It's always a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you. So thank you very much for watching our show. And of course, there will be more good interviews coming up in future. We'll see you around. Until then, goodbye.
Bye.